friends, you're live in the Loire Valley. I'm very excited. I am in a field. I'm standing here. I have two crews going. One there, that's metal detecting, and one there, that's porcelain hunting. So, bonjour Earl. Let me say hello to you guys. There she is. Hello, hello. How are you all doing? I'm out in the fields in the Loire Valley. I am treasure hunting. Hello, Nina. Bonjour. I'm gonna find the boys first, and then I'm gonna find the others. The Loire Valley, exactly. You're not gonna see so much now from the Loire Valley because we're walking in the field, and there's lots of cats. Bonjour, bonjour. Hi, Stacy. Hi, everybody. Let's go say hello to the treasure hunters. So there we go. One you may. Ooh, I hear noise. I hear noise. Look at my boots, you guys. Look, my aigle boots. She is hunting. Let's find some treasures. Bonjour, bonjour. Hello, turkey. I can't send it out now. Oh, you know, like it's very dangerous because you have to walk over these stubbles. But we're getting closer and closer to the treasure hunters. There's lots of cats. Zoya is over there. We're going to get to Zoya in a little bit. We first start with the good.
Hey!
Hey! Who do we have there? Hello!
Hey! We're trying to find treasure in this ancient field. And this field goes back, it goes back to the beginning of time. Oh, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, you can, to the beginning of times.
Let's click this on. Right-handed mic, eh?
Yeah.
Here we go. So this field goes back, to the beginning of time, obviously, but it had a 11th century vibe to it. There's lots of pottery in here. I must have taken out 300 or 400 coins. Nothing amazing, but ancient, 1500s, 1600s, 1700s. And a Roman goat's foot.
A what?
A Roman goat's foot.
Oh.
It looked like a horse. And I thought, where's the rest of the horse? There must be a horse statue in here somewhere. How cool is that? Didn't find the rest of the horse. Going through a museum in Barcelona, and there was these lamps with goat's feet. Wow. And of course, that's a goat's foot. It's not a horse at all, it's a goat. Well, you couldn't go around making statues of goats in the Middle Ages because they'd burn you, wouldn't they? Because the only thing that was a goat was the devil.
Exactly.
Yeah, only the Romans liked goats. Yeah, so it had to be Roman. So through here, and in fact this whole area is splattered with a tiny sprinkle of Roman. Tiny Roman sprinkle. And I found over the years, and many thousands of hours, a few Romany bits. I found actually a beautiful legionary ring just over there, but like a goat's foot and a legendary Roman legionary ring, nothing else. Very strange. Because the Romans had lots of small change. Lots and lots of it, more than you've got. So wherever they went, they kind of sprayed these tiny little Roman coins everywhere. So you would have thought I would have found dozens of them if I'm going to find a Roman goat's foot and a Roman legionary ring. Not a sausage.
Wow. But anyway, let's introduce yourself because I said, let's go see them. They don't even know who you are.
I am Chill Bill on YouTube. Chill Bill Treasure will find me. And I'm a treasure hunting and metal detecting channel, and I treasure hunt and mudlark, which is going around in various rivers, and with lots of famous treasure hunters, including myself. I'm slightly famous, honest. And anyway,
I was just looking at your pouch, like what's in that treasure hunting?
Well,
is that where you collect all
this
the
is
stuff?
No, the good stuff goes in my pocket.
Okay.
And it never comes out. Actually, quite remarkable. Never lost anything. This is where my camera lives. This is where my lightsaber lives, and this is a pinpointer. So if I'm going to blow up Chantel's camera now, that will go.
Oh, really?
You see, yeah, it will.
No, but there's nothing metal on an iPhone, I think.
I think it's just that it's not plugged in properly. Never mind, technical error. And in this other pocket here, I put rubbish, like this.
What is that?
Well, it's probably part of a horse harness. And there's a lot of horse harnesses in fields because it all used to be dug up by horses at one stage. And that is the sort of thing you find, which you don't really want to find. Now, if you're ignorant, and I'm not ignorant, you pick it up and you put it in your trash bag. Because you don't want to find it next time you're on the field, do you? And you'll keep finding it.
Keep finding the same thing.
Yeah, you would do. But anyway, it's part of the code of honour of treasure hunters to take their trash with them. So that's for the trash. Okay. And the good stuff goes in my pocket.
Okay, so you have the secret pocket and you have the...
It's not very secret. It's on the side of my leg. It pokes out.
Okay,
You see?
okay.
So
Yeah.
it's in the pocket.
In the pocket.
In the pocket.
And then what do we use to, not we, me?
Now this
no?
is a French metal detector, which is the best there is. It's called the Deus XP, and this thing is wireless. It weighs an ounce. It's indestructible. It's the go-to metal detector. It's made by a French company called XP Deus, or I think XP Metal Detectors. Amazing piece of kit, and they don't pay me to say that. They might, but they don't. And this is
You can always find Chill Bill and buy me a coffee though.
yeah, XP Deus, buy me a coffee. Like, how about like 600 of them? But anyway, this is my favourite. Oh, there's a tractor there. My lovely farmer is seeding, which means I can't get on there now for the rest of the year because it's going to have a crop on it, which is a shame because
really?
there's been a load of well, I don't want to disturb his livelihood by going on it. Has lots of nice coins there, but the good thing about this, you see, as you notice, I'm not the hunkiest of men, and the lighter the better, because if you want to swing this for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 hours, you don't want it to weigh 17 pounds, do you?
No, exactly.
And some of them do weigh a lot, and this is feather light. And also, if you're climbing over a fence or over a river, you can sling it because it's light, it's indestructible, it's made into components. So you put that in your pocket, sling that over there.
Super cool.
And it is a piece of alien technology.
I have already a question. How deep can the detector sense?
How deep is my detector? Well, it depends on the circumstances. It definitely depends on the circumstances. If there was a treasure chest of copper coins about 2 foot, I might just pick it up. If it was a tin can, like a petrol can at 2 foot, I also might want to pick that up as well. And I'm not a happy man if I do that. But generally, these things go 5 inches to a foot. So if it was a big copper coin about that yo big, you'd be expected to get that at 12 to 14 inches, depending on how wet the soil is. So in the summer, when it's really dry, you're going to lose half that depth. But most sites, they're on the surface, because that chap in the tractor over there, he ploughs it up and he turns over about 18 inches of soil. He won't go below that. So he's actually turning it up every year, rolling it over. So half of it will be within 6 or 9 inches of this detector blade. So I'll get at least half of it, and then I'll come back every year and get the next bit. And so year after year, it will regenerate itself. Less and less and less, but it will regenerate. Because I reckon at best, you only get about a quarter of what's under your coil when you go out. So you look at the size of this field. I've got to walk up and down that field slowly, swinging my detector a foot at a time. Well, how many hours is that going to take? I'll be very lucky to actually get that field done in a year of doing it.
So, and how many times do you swing per day?
Well, then you just do it till your arm falls off, which is normally about 3 or 4 hours. Wow. Yeah, and I will get 3 or 4 coins.
Just swap arms.
Yes.
Well, it's true, but I'm not ambidextrous. My coil might go deep, but I'm not ambidextrous. I don't swing both ways.
Swing one way. Okay.
Only one way.
What is the crop?
Here, that's corn.
That's corn. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's corn or maize. But actually, that might not be what you think, because you're thinking sweet corn probably. Camera on me. Come on, camera on me.
Sorry, they can hear you.
They can hear me. That is not enough. Anyway, you might think that's sweet corn, but it's actually maize. And maize, they don't pluck the cobs. They just mash the whole thing up and feed it to cows. So it's basically cow breakfast. So in fact, they let it die off sometimes. It looks brown and dead because all they want to feed the cow is obviously the stalk and the leaves. It doesn't matter whether it's dry or wet. The cows don't care. Wow. So they don't actually kind of pick the corn and the cob from this. This is all purely for cattle feed, because there's lots of dairy farms here. So that will be their winter food. So maybe they make $5,000 worth of cow feed. They don't have to buy any from the cow feed maker.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, but because I'm live, I can't do cutting. So sometimes I just
that's all right. That's sure. That's fine. I can go let me see.
I see Stacey already laughing. So who's this handsome guy assisting?
Well, he's got a signal, a rather suspicious signal. And I'm going to check it. The expert's going to give it a go now. Back, sir, back.
Back.
So this is going to be, could be something. No, that's Arnell probably. It's kind of interesting. It's a large piece of iron, and it's going. That means iron. And if it was actually not iron, it would go bing, bing, bing like this. You see?
Ah,
So that's what Chantal's phone sounds like. And this is Sputnik,
Sputnik, one of the cats.
one of the many, many cats. It's a treasure hunting cat.
That's a treasure hunting cat.
But anyway, you have to do this. You swing, 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 and then after about an hour, if you're on a field like this, you'll find a coin. But the good thing about fields like this is you can be guaranteed that sometimes you'll find really old stuff. If you go on a park, you'll only find modern stuff because, modern people dropping stuff, and it'd be quite trashy, and you'll never find anything ancient there,
Yeah.
right? But here, you could find anything going back to, the Bronze Age before the Romans. And in fact, only a few weeks ago, I found a little bronze axe, a little votive axe that would have been thrown away by someone before Roman times as a gift to the gods. Tiny, they wouldn't throw a whole big one away. Well, they would actually under certain circumstances, but they threw a small one away as a little wish to the powers that be.
Wow. Yeah, because I saw also like some videos of yours where you find coins that are all together, so they're like little pouches or something.
Well,
I understood.
Imagine that you are riding along on your horse. Not many people did. Horse travel was overestimated. Only very rich people would have horses. I mean, a horse would be like a Rolls Royce or a Lambo, yeah. So most people are on foot. But if you're on a horse and you're going da la da la da la, and your pouch comes off, well, boom, that's where it's going to stay if it falls on long grass, and you'll never find it. You never even know you lost it. You don't know where you lost it. It's going to stay there. It's going to get buried. Now, if it's in a forest where it's not disturbed, 300 years later, I'll come along, go bang, and there'll be a pile of coins, and that will be a pocket spill. Maybe you were sat on a log, whatever, smoking your pipe, and your money falls out your back pocket, down the back of the log. That's a pocket spill. In a forest, it won't move. Here, my friendly farmer will dig it up and turn it over, so it'll be spread over a big area. Yeah. So if you buried a pot in a wood, then that pot will still be there. If you buried it in what would have been a wood 500 or 600 years ago, and this guy's ploughed it up, it was smashed a pot and spread that hoard all over the place. I've never actually found a proper hoard. I've only found pocket spills.
Ah, okay, because it's a bit like Tim on his bicycle in Paris losing his wallet.
Exactly like
That
that.
only happened 2 times last
And
year.
there's a whole, if you think about it, you can theorise to your heart's content. You find a lot of low-value copper coins. Well, that's because they're pocket money. You put that money in your pocket. You didn't really care whether you lose it. I mean, it's like if you've got a quarter in your pocket, you lose it. I had a pocket full of quarters, I lost them, big deal. However, if you lose your wallet and it's got your, $20 bills in there, you've got $100 or $20 bills, that hurts. That really hurts. However, you don't walk around with $100,000 bills, $100 bills. You might have 10,000, but it isn't in your wallet unless you're a drug dealer. So, the chances of actually losing gold coins or 3 or 4 gold coins is very low.
Yeah.
So you'll find lots of copper. Silver, which is like $20 bills or $100 bills, you'll find that very rarely. Maybe every 50 copper coins, you'll find a silver coin. Every 50 silver coins, you might find a gold coin. So if you find 2,500 copper coins, maybe you're in for a gold coin. Yeah,
wow.
because it goes from copper coins to wallet coins to stuff that you keep, under your floorboards.
Yeah.
If you're a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And that's the gold coins that you very, very rarely find. I found 3 gold coins in 20 years of treasure hunting.
And why are you so interested in treasure hunting?
Because I'm weird. I think it's a hunting instinct. It's like hunting without cruelty. I mean, in fact, every time I wander up and down here, a whacking great hare or his brethren will jump out and do a runner. If I had a shotgun, I could shoot him and I could eat him. But he's a beautiful creature. I don't want to kill Mr. Big Hare. He's beautiful. I don't want to eat him. Oh, and I do actually. He's very tasty. But I mean, I don't want to kill him. But I still like to hunt. And fish. I mean, I wouldn't want someone to put a hook through my face.
Yeah.
And I know they're only fish and all that. And I eat fish and I eat hare. But I don't want to kill them. But this is like hunting. It's got all that, oh, wonder what's over there. Oh, wonder what's behind there. Wonder what's under that. And you get the moment of winning when you find something after all that effort, and you get all that exercise of hunters, but no cruelty. All you do is find a bent old copper coin. Excellent.
Yeah.
And every now and again, boom, you get a Roman, you get the Emperor Dubious, or you get a brooch, or you get a gold ring, or you get something amazingly interesting. So it's much better than killing, hairy pigs like they do around here.
Yeah, because it's also, as somebody says, because it's fun. It's finding the past.
Well, yes, there is an element of that, and I do love ancient things, and I'm a collector by nature and all that. But I look down here, I can see pottery. That's all 500 or 600 years old, and I can find. That's one. Let's go over there.
Yeah, we can move.
We can see if we've got a piece of treasure here, or whether we've got a nail. A nail could be treasure. I mean, there's quite obviously iron from 1,000 years in this field, but I don't dig up iron. No, it's iron.
No, iron.
I'm not going. Interesting around here.
Tim has a signal.
Okay, let me have a sniff.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Maybe. Right, here we go. That is a bit of iron. A big bit of iron. Sadly.
We're finding lots of iron.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been up and down here 57 times for 500 hours.
Okay.
But what you look for, every year I find something here because the farmer will turn it over with his plough and that will pop something. And, I've been over here a few times, but you don't know until you know. And all it takes is to run over something that was 2 foot down last year and is now 2 inches down. It could be anything. The deeper it is, the better. So you don't know till you know. That's better. No, it's got that. I'm going to check it.
Sounds like a little fart.
No, that's iron.
The Iron Man.
The iron.
Tim is the iron.
The iron is the.
Have you ever found any alien objects?
Yeah, of course. I mean, when they abducted me, no. No, this is about as alien as I get. Who is alien and what is the object?
No, they're asking for meteorites.
Meteorites.
Yeah.
Well, funny you should say that. No, but you do find a lot of iron, and people always say, "Oh, there could be meteorites. There could be meteorites." Well, there's fields here that have had smithies in, old iron smelting, and they used to build basically ovens about yo big, and they'd put iron in it, iron ore, and they'd heat them up and they'd bellow them, and then they would take out what was called the flour of the iron, and then the smithy would hammer away at it to turn it into iron. So it wasn't just a big steel mill somewhere. They had lots of little iron making facilities, and some of these fields have them in. There's one over there where they've got you can see all the slag from the process. So that was actually quite a common thing to actually make these things that look like meteorites. I used to collect meteorites. And then they got so popular, it got expensive, yeah.
Couldn't be bothered. Bonjour, vous êtes où en France?
Where am I in France? In the middle.
In the middle, yeah, I also was, I said to
See,
the
what
Loire
happens
Valley
is
somewhere.
once every 100 years, the fog lifts and you can get here, and then, for that day. And after that, it disappears for 100 years.
That's why we're here today.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Make sure you get out before the fog lifts.
Exactly. Tim, did you find something?
Don't know.
What's the number say?
98.
Yep, that's something. No, it could be iron because it could be the big iron thing. Okay, let me get in there. Yeah,
They interfered to each other.
yeah, that's a big iron piece of iron again. I'm afraid to say. Yeah, when you've got a big lump of iron. Yeah, that's a very large lump of iron. Because, the farmer's in here and his plough bit breaks off. And you've got a bit of a plough end. Lots of iron stuff. I mean, in fact, you find copper and you want to find silver and gold. But often the iron objects that you don't dig up would have been worth a lot more. Because, if you're going to get a bit of a plough made, that would probably cost you $100. And, one of my friendly farmers said, you couldn't go over that field there, and somewhere between the gate and the lamppost, a bit of my tractor fell off, and it's a new bit, and it's really expensive. You don't think you could look for it, could you? And I went out there and I found it straight away. Brilliant. Wow. So, he's my bestest friend forever now.
So, but how is the exchange between the farmer when you're on the field? So you can just hop onto the field?
Well, the way that it works is you've got to get permission.
Okay.
Yeah, and so my wife, who's very good at getting permission, has got me square miles of it. So it's just a matter of what field is open. So post the harvest, and then I go on it, and hopefully, like when you initially cut this, it's impossible to detect because
Yeah.
this stuff won't fold over like that. It's just like that,
Yeah.
and it's very hard to find anything. Whereas once they ploughed it and they've harrowed it, he seeded it as well, so I can't go on there. But that's beautiful because it's all flat like a snooker table, and you can swing low, and you can get over it. You're not tripping over corn on the cob. And yes, there's lots of iron here. See, if you look up that straight road there, what would have happened? That would have been a road, okay? And then come the winter, it rains a bit, horses would churn it up. So they would have moved to the left or right of that road and made another road of it. And that would have bogged down. They would have moved to the left of it or right of it again and gone down that until that bogged down. So they would have been going parallel to those roads for 1,000 years. And of course, walking down mud, falling over, being drunk, falling off the horse, losing stuff, buttons and coins. And it sounds like the There is a lot. There is a lot of stuff. But yes, what's the number?
95.
That's better. That's much better. Let's have a listen. Let me get in there. That sounds like a good one.
90.
No.
No, it's iron again.
Yeah. You see. Yeah. No. Oh, let me just check it with another. I'll sniff it with another program. Yeah, that's a large. Yeah, look at it. It starts here and goes through to here. So it's fairly large.
But how big would it be?
Oh,
Can Tim not look
5,
for
6
it?
inches?
yeah,
Not-
yeah, big. It would be big.
Can
It would be a bit of a plough. I mean,
oh, is it like really deep?
yeah, and
Okay.
a deep piece of iron. So
Yeah.
so that's yes. Anyway, carry on asking me because Tim can keep finding iron and we can keep checking
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Well, I'm just like going through because it's fun. So they were trying to find you
So
on
the lower the number, the better.
oh, new
Higher the number,
messages.
but less than say 97.
Sounds like Chantal cleaning her lens. Because
Oh,
I always
that's
make- because I always make the noise. I go.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, my son.
That's pretty good.
90.
He has
well, it was
detector
99, but
machine. He
now
likes
there's
looking
always a
for
low number.
coins.
57.
Yeah, it's-
43.
So like now on the field. So you say there's coins out here. What else could we find?
Well, rings, brooches,
Oh, yeah.
badges, anything iron really that you would carry around with you. I mean, obviously, even pocket watches from the 1700s, you find bits of them. Because obviously, you drop a pocket watch here, and a plough will go through and smash it to pieces. So you'd find pieces of the watch, not the whole watch.
Are there competitions?
There are, but I'm not competing. What am I competing for? I'm out here trying to find like the Arras hoard. People want to look that up. That's somebody found a hoard in Arras in France. 100 years ago, and it was just gigantic gold coins from the Roman Empire, just a proper treasure. Now, I'm not looking for that,
Yeah.
but if I happen to stumble across it, I would, be happy to find it. And it's always that possibility, it's always that dream. But just to be out, getting the exercise, making videos, because a lot of my users can't get out, and they, I get out for them. I go treasure hunting for them,
Yeah,
and
that's
they
very
enjoy
nice.
that. And I've got my favourite farmer. He's got a fabulous field, and he said to me, "I've lost a hammer, a big hammer."
Oh wow.
So I find a
Can
hammer.
I just want to like show Tim
Okay.
with the cat. No, just hear that how the cat is like following Tim around. This is really cute. Yeah. So a hammer.
So I find a hammer. I take it to him and say, "Oh no, that's not the hammer." So I find another hammer. I said, "No, that's not the hammer." So I find a wedge for knocking into things. It's not the wedge, it's the hammer. So I find an axe. I find another axe. I find another axe. It's still not his hammer. So I'm on a field and I find the hammer. So I bring it to him. I said, I found your hammer. He said, "No, that's not my hammer." I said, "But isn't that exactly as you described?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "But that's not my field." Well, funny enough, it was a field of another farmer I've got permission from.
Yeah.
But anyway, that field also has lots of lovely ancient finds in it. So while I'm looking for his hammer, I find all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And that's half the fun. And one day I'm going to find his hammer.
Yeah.
It's there somewhere.
Yeah.
But I've detected that field for 7 years, found all sorts of interesting artifacts. Still haven't found his hammer yet. I found lots of other hammers, but
Wow.
not the hammer.
Not the hammer, but so I have another one. bear in mind, it could literally be an artillery shell. Artillery
Yeah, I'm not detecting. First of all, I don't detect those sort of battlefields.
shell? Okay.
I know a lot of people like to, and a lot of people get excited by that. A lot of people want to watch people detecting those sort of battlefields, but you know, I consider them to be war graves, so I'm not interested in going on that. And you know, it's a terribly tragic place, and I don't want to find bits and bobs from that. There they are. They're going to stay there, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you know, but I'm strange like that. A lot of people are into that, and like people in America, there's been a plane crash. They go detect the plane crash site.
Yeah.
You know, it's like no,
Yeah.
no.
And this is always like people are always interested in money things. Like how much is a detector?
Right. Well, because they were very kind to me, I bought a detector from a company called Nocta, and it cost $10,000, and it's
my
basically gives you a television picture of what's underneath the ground, and it's a fantastic machine. Sadly, way too heavy for me to operate on my own, so I only operate it when I'm with somebody, and we do it a two-person thing. And it's a fantastic detector. You want to be on a site that would use its special skills. But anyway, they sent me their cheapest detector, because I bought it early on and then the price halved, and they felt a little bit guilty that I bought it. So they said, try our starter one called the Simplex, and it's a point and go. It's $300.
Wow.
And it's a lovely machine, and it's not as fantastic as this, which is cost you about $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the top of the line as far as I'm concerned, the best machine that money can buy. So the best machine money can buy is $1,000 to $1,200. A machine worth having to go treasure hunting with, about $300. And
Okay.
you will find 80% of what this will find.
And like if I say like today I want to go treasure hunt in Paris, is that possible?
Well, if you know Macron, yeah.
So it is a bit like flying a drone. You can't fly a drone in Paris, so you can't like metal
Well,
detect.
I mean, where would you metal detect?
I don't know.
I mean, in the park, you wouldn't be able to do it in the park.
No.
If you
You can take up.
if you had a house with a garden, you could do it. You know, it's hard to do it in any town because it's concreted over.
Yeah.
Yes, the streets of Paris are paved with gold if you could dig through the pavement 6 foot, but you can't, can you? So.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, I stayed with him. He came over to see me in Paris. I've got a famous treasure hunter, and we went for a walk in the zoological gardens.
Yeah.
He was treasure hunting just by eye. He would say, "Oh, look at that! There's a clay pipe there," and just picked it out of the flower bed.
Wow.
Yeah. So yes, you can do it if you want to. But again, there's treasure wherever you want to look for it. I remember as a child walking through Paris streets and finding, I think it was, I can't remember the digits of money in those. It would have been 800 francs. That's a lot of money for a 12-year-old
Yeah.
back in 1908.
Yeah.
No, not quite that old, but anyway, you know, back when it was. And, you know, so it's what you make of it, really.
Yeah. I just going to say good morning, friends. Hi, Peggy. Which currency? $1,000 we were talking about, eh? Like.
Yeah, for the absolutely top of the line,
Yeah.
you're looking at $1,000.
$1,000.
But
Yeah.
a starter machine, 350.
And this one is $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is what they that's what they're talking about. Yeah, he said dollars exactly. Because do you also treasure hunt in the States?
Yes, when they let me in.
Yeah, well.
I was treasure hunting in a hurricane in Florida, in a place called Vero Beach, where 17 treasure ships sank in 1705. And as I came out, because a hurricane, it might strip all the sand off, and there they would all be lying on the hard pack. So anyway, sadly, that wasn't the hurricane for me. So I came out, and this guy was walking the other way, and he had this big chain on with a silver doubloon with a big gold escudo on it. And I went, "That's very nice." He went, "Arr, it'd be nice. I found it. Arr." I thought, blimey, it's Johnny Depp. So anyway, so he said, "You go out there in the hurricane, and you be arr." And he got talking, and he was a famous treasure hunter in that area. And 2 years before, he'd found $4 million worth of gold coins. $4 million. Right where I've been. I'm going to die now.
Yeah. Guys, I'm 1.5 meters away.
No, it was a thought of finding $4 million in gold on that beach that was making me, you know, have a small heart attack there. But anyway, yeah. And so, you know, the treasure in America is very real.
Yeah.
But not so much of it, because it hasn't got the spray of artifacts like this field has. It will be a boat went down with $50 million in gold. It won't be, you know, people losing small change 300 years ago, because nobody was there 300 years ago.
Yeah. somebody's saying I'm in Vero Beach, so somebody's watching from Vero Beach.
Hey,
Then somebody is saying I'm in Montreal. Say hello from Montreal. Hello Montreal. We have at the moment.
what are your votes for my song? No, sorry. It's you know, Montreal, come in Montreal. What is your score? The scores for the song are 5. So Eurovision Song Contest. Come on.
Yeah, but Montreal is not in Europe.
Yeah, but they was always part of the contest, weren't they?
No.
No.
You're confusing with Celine Dion, who's from Montreal.
Could be. She won though, didn't she?
Yeah, she won for Switzerland, I think, or Luxembourg, or France, or something like that. That's a lot of money, Stacy says. And oh yeah, somebody was just asking the manufacturer of
XP.
this XP.
XP.
Okay, good.
Oh, that way, P. X.
Yeah.
P.
Wow, it's really live. Thank you. I will follow. We are live, guys. How can I prove we're live like this?
Well, I tried for a start coughing, didn't I?
Yeah. Wait, I can't be too close, eh? Because that's.
I've never done a stream before, you know.
You never do live, eh?
No, I've never done live because people that do live, unlike you, normally look like dorks. Hello, I'm live and really boring.
Oh really?
You see, you're interesting. On YouTube, they have a bad habit, and they're sat at their desk, and they don't have a nice backdrop, and they look like they're comatose, and they, you know, it's a hard thing to do live. This is
Wait,
this is a superstar.
This is a superstar. Thank you. Wait, like I turn you again because I'm better when I don't film myself. I'm better when I film you. And then I have great. I think we have a lot of people on Periscope. Let me see. Yeah, 127. We are already over 7,000.
Wow.
That's good.
That's more than I get for a whole week's worth of views for my videos. Sometimes I get like 500,000. I mean, I did one where we went to a castle and they said, we've got a dungeon and no one's ever been down there. It's down a vertical shaft. And I bought a underwater submarine. I'm like that, with a little gripper on the front. And we'd gone there to drop this little submarine drone down their wells, because everyone thinks treasure is down the bottom of wells, and I know exactly what's down the bottom of Castle Wells because I've been down several with my underwater drone. I get my friend to lower it down, and I tell you what's down the bottom of a castle well that's 800 or 900 years old, but not here on my website. No, I'm joking. Let me tell you what's at the bottom of wells, ancient wells. Ready? Bricks. Because people drop bricks down them. So it's just bricks at the bottom. There might be treasure, but it's under like 6 layers of bricks. So anyway, I've got this underwater drone with a handle on it. And they said, come, we've got this dungeon. And it's down a vertical shaft. It's called an oubliette. And what they used to do is you put people down there and leave them to die.
Oh no.
Oh yes, this is the medieval period. That's where the evil comes from, medieval. So anyway, so I dropped my drone down the bottom, and at the bottom of it are these skeletons, real skeletons, down the bottom of this dungeon, and they've never been taken out, and they're still down there to this day. And it's the castle of Durtal, and I've got a video, one of my early videos of putting the drone down and taking a look of this little dungeon. So what actually I believe would have happened, say you fell out with the local duke, I don't know, he thought you'd burgled one of his stables or something. They grab you, put you down there, lower you down on a rope, and put the lid on, say, we're not going to come and get you until you tell us what you've done with all that horse harnesses you stole, you swine. And we're going to put the lid on, we're going to come back in 2 days, and you're going to tell us where it is. And if you don't, we're going to put the lid back on again, come back in 2 days. We're going to do this until you're dead or you tell us. Right? And it was like a weapon of terror. And of course, maybe they're lowering them down and some guy fell off the rope and bashed his head, and that was his lot. They wouldn't come and pick you up, just leave you down there, right? So the next person they put down would see some bodies there and go, oh, I better take this a bit serious and tell the Lord where I took his stuff, if he in fact took the stuff. So there were actual bodies down there. Now, some people said, oh no, people aren't that bad in medieval. No, evil in medieval doesn't come from that. They weren't that bad. That was a treasure room, because if you put a treasure chest down there, you can't get it out in a hurry, can you? So if you're going to get robbed, robbers have got to go down this vertical shaft, crack open this chest, because they can't get it out easily. It's going to be too difficult. So it's a treasure room. It wasn't for putting people in to die and for torturing people and for making them talk. That's what it was, treasure. So someone in the last 50, 60, 100 years had gone down there and started to dig it out. Yeah, and they dug it out and gone, oh, there's a body. Oh, I keep digging this treasure in here. Oh, there's another body. I keep digging. Oh, there's another body. Oh, let's stop digging. No, it's full of dead bodies. There's no treasure here. And they've gone back up again and left it, basically partially excavated.
Wow.
And there was actually writing on the wall where the people that were dying were scrawling messages. on the wall. And it's still there, untouched.
Wow.
Dirt owl in the South. There you go.
Yeah, the people are all like so excited. Water, dead bodies.
You can check it. You can see the video on my site. I mean, I ham it up because it's one of my early videos, so it's a little bit hammy. But the shootage is real.
But what I can do, like after we finish this live stream, I can on the YouTube I can link it.
Oh yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, I can link it or put it in the comments, and then like yeah, people are Chill Bill. Like when they type in YouTube Chill Bill, they
Chill Bill Treasure will find me.
Yeah, I mean I found.
There's this. I see. The reason I started my channel was because I've been making music for too long now, since like 20 years, and I thought, well, you know, all this new social media stuff. Oh yeah, it's brilliant. Oh yeah, they say that's how this is really good to promote your music. So I thought I'd start a treasure hunting channel because I like treasure hunting, and I put my music to it. So I put my music on these treasure hunting videos. Everyone said, "Oh, that music sucks. Get that sucking music off." Oh no. Oh, I like treasure hunting though. So okay. So I stopped trying to promote my music and just carried on with the treasure hunting videos. But yeah, Chill Bill is my music brand. You can see my stuff, hear my stuff on iTunes and Spotify, and you might not think it sucks like most people think. It sucks, but I like it. And in fact, it was on a TV advert for Target about 8 years ago. I made more money on that TV advert than everything else I've ever done on my music. But anyway, there you go. That's another story. So yes. Chill Bill, some rapper came along and did a song called Chill Bill.
Oh wow.
Stole my brand. And the funny thing was, it's not even his name, it's the name of the song. So if you type Chill Bill and you get a load of rap, it's nothing to do with me, nothing to do with me. So put treasure after Chill Bill and you won't get some rapper swearing a lot.
People are like, you should do more of your own lives. You like to talk and you have a lot of energy for that. But I think it's also the interaction that we have here.
It's definitely the social intercourse.
The what?
Social intercourse.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's expression. Victorian.
Oh wow. It sounds very dirty, but...
I know.
Yes.
I know. That's why I said it. But it's perfectly polite English.
Oh wow. I didn't tell Tim. Well, let's walk over to Tim to see how he's.
I'll put you in shock with a Victorian phrase. How about that? You won't see that very often.
But you're British, yeah?
I was.
You were. Okay.
I still am.
Oh.
I haven't lived there for 25, 30 years.
Yeah. So you missed the Brexit. Let's not talk about it. Let's move over there.
What's a Brexit? Is that like a snack?
Exactly. No politics, no religion. Maybe you're doing better. Beep, beep, beep.
Well, let's go over to Tim,
Yeah.
and I'll be sweeping away and not finding anything. Because if I haven't cleaned this area out over 10 years, I don't know what I've been doing.
Oh, look, there's like a half-eaten.
See, that is iron, unfortunately. But you can see lots of pottery here. See, here's a piece of pottery right there.
Where?
There, right there. That little.
Oh yeah, because there is also a pottery hunt going on. Let's just. Oh,
And that's quite a nice little piece of pottery. That's quite old. That'll be quite old. Yeah.
That's old pottery.
Yeah. Well,
It's
it goes.
thin, eh?
This is 11th century. Yeah. They had a period here where they made very thin pottery, and then they gave up on it because they couldn't sell it, and they just carried on making lumpy pottery.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So that is like a little. Oh, so.
Yeah, it'd be of a cup or something or a plate. But you know, easily broken, and they just chuck it in the field. Often they would
And
throw.
what happened here? Who ate that?
Well, that's the machine didn't pick it up.
Ah, okay.
So it just goes through here and chews up everything because it's going to feed it to cows.
Stacey's like, you haven't lost your accent. Oh, Tim is doing business as the same. Oh no, I thought it was on the phone.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it sounds very irony, to be honest, but it could be that it's with another piece of iron. So what I would generally do is sweep this away like that, and maybe that might have changed it. Now, no, we'll see. I would say that's going to be a big nail, but
We should have buried the
we'll dig it up.
Tim.
I don't do fakes.
Don't do fakes, guys.
No, that's definitely iron. I mean, what's the point of that? What's the point of that? You know?
Don't do fakes, Tim. We
No,
don't
that's right. That's right.
What
What
is this?
that is probably there would be a tractor, a harvester harvesting, and he's got a big chute on the back of his on the back of his whatchamacallit, on the back of his harvester, and it throws the stuff into a big other tractor where it picks up all of this. And this would have been a bit that fell out.
Yeah. I just
You got something?
I got my ring.
Oh, well done. We need more of that.
I thought I'd test it to see if it was working. Having no luck in the ground, so hey.
Well, why don't we can either head that
So
away.
you head in,
Yeah.
yeah.
But,
Am I not
oh,
disturbing? Oh,
I
no, it's iron. Damn. A big bit of iron, actually. But,
oh.
what's it we got there, Tim? It's towards your left foot. Yeah, let me have a listen. Let me have a listen.
no, but it needs to give it a big number, no?
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. The thing is about this ground, it would have so much history on it. You get lots and lots and lots and lots of iron.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
And
heaps of it everywhere.
Heaps of it, yeah. And if you get something like a big Roman site, it will be nothing but iron. And hearing the signals below the iron is very difficult.
It's a little farty.
Yeah, no, it's almost, but no cigar. Let me go that way,
Yeah,
so when
you
I'm not detecting what Tim's detected. Because if I found anything, that would be.
I'm not detecting.
Well, no, that's iron.
Oh my god, I'm nearly tripping over.
Oh, do you want to go to a different direction?
No, it's fine. No, it's just like
Let's-
me. Like I
let's-
have to pay attention to these things.
Oh yeah, my wires. I don't want to run too far ahead of you. Oh,
Now we only do real things. We don't do fake coins.
that would be just very boring.
That's boring.
No, it's iron still. Unfortunately, close. But what happens is the low signals are iron, and sometimes the iron can be so big. That's a big piece of iron there, that it can set off a high tone. But you know, if you were well, that's definitely something. That is probably a piece of aluminium. But we'll see. It could be a marvellous silver coin. And that is there somewhere. And unfortunately, slightly unfortunately, this is not set up for my current detector. I was wrong, it is.
What is it?
Okay, so it's a pinpointer. It's pinpointing whatever it was making that signal. And that is it.
What is it?
It's a good question. I don't have a good answer. It looks like a piece of lead. And it's a thing, actually. What I call a thing.
It's a thing, you guys.
It's a thing. You see, it's not a piece of trash. It's a hollow. It's a hollow something.
It's a bullet.
No, that's not how bullets look. Bullets will be solid. Be solid lead. So this is a hollow. Don't know. It's a hollow thing. See, so it's a mystery item, boys and girls. And you can maybe work out what it is. So it might be a pattern on there.
Okay,
It
guys, what is it?
Could be a button, you see, could be a button. Don't think it's a button. Doesn't look like a button. This is where you get a bit of plant material and scrape away at it, if you can find any.
You need a little stick thing.
I need a little stick thing. There we are.
So what is it? Oh, sorry, I'm just talking to the
No,
people
please,
here.
please talk to the people.
Go into the left pocket.
Yeah, this is a I would put that in a pocket. It's not an outstanding find, but it's a something. You see, what you can get these things back, and you go, "What the devil's that piece of old rubbish that I found?" I put it in the pocket. You get it back, and you find out it's something really important, like it's a silver nose of an aristocrat or something like that. You know, you can
Yeah.
see that. Look, see, silver nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't know until you clean it up, and you don't think there's anything on it until you clean it up. I found a piece of copper strip just down there. It's just a piece of copper strip. You go, it's a piece of copper strip
Okay, so it went in the pocket.
in the pocket.
It's in the pocket.
A piece of copper strip, and then I got this cleaning pen, which is actually not very good, but I thought I'd try it out on something. So I tried it out on this piece of copper. The copper had a blooming dragon on it. So it was actually from the 9th century. It was 1,000 years old,
Wow.
and a soldier would have worn it on his scabbard or something like that as decoration. So a 1,000-year-old dragon, and you don't know because I just a bit of copper, put it in your pocket. I should have, almost trash bagged it.
Yeah.
But when I came to clean it, another example, I was on the River Thames and I was underneath a wharf.
Yeah.
right by Tower Bridge. You know, the one that you all know. They blow it up in every movie. And so I was down there, and I found a pair of children's dividers. Get the sound in the right place. Where is it? Up there.
Yeah, yeah.
A pair of dividers. And I thought, oh, it's children's dividers. Oh, what a load of rubbish. Oh, I'll put it in my pocket. When I got it back, it was a ship's captain's dividers for maps. Bronze, a beautiful thing. And you don't know until you know. And I mean, you know, 2 or 3 more hours of this,
Yeah.
I'll be sweaty and delirious, and I'll be falling around the field, desperately trying to get back to civilization. And you find something always when you're finishing up, and you know, you're not in your best frame of mind, so
Yeah.
you put it in your pocket and you get it out, and it's something worthy. Who knows? Someone right now on your channel's looking it up and going, it's a end of a rapier, or it's a Roman candlestick holder.
Yeah, and
you
then
don't
they
know.
come with the
They don't know.
example, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
can
But that's
compare.
definitely not a piece of. That's definitely a something.
But was it silver or was it?
No, it looked like it's leady zinky pewtery
Okay.
thing. So it could be the end of a bell. It could be any number of things, and it can take sometimes hours to actually go. Wow, that's one of them. And sometimes you never find out what it is. It's an
But
unknown
how,
item.
How do you clean it up then? Like, what do you use?
Well,
for
I would. Let me just get my spade up. See the years of technique on that.
Yeah.
You just wash it. Let it dry so all the dirt just falls off, crumbles away. You can rub it with a matchstick. You can put it in ultrasonic. Some people put their stuff in olive oil for like 3 months.
Oh, really?
So the olive oil is slightly acidic, so it burns it away. There's all sorts of ways of cleaning it. You can get professional cleaning chemicals, you know, hazmat stuff. All sorts of ways of doing it. Because, you know, for example, there's a lot of fakery going on out there. So they'll make a coin, a modern one, and they'll dip it in the right acid to make it go green.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a whole area cleaning this stuff up. Best thing to do is not clean it up. Just wash it, and even sometimes don't wash it.
Oh, really?
Just rub the dirt off gently with a matchstick, and don't rub all of it. Just rub the obviously thick dirt off. There's a channel you can find on YouTube where the guy does it under a microscope with a diamond.
Wow.
He puts a coin under it and he wets it, and with a little diamond end tip thing, he just scratches off the dirt.
Wow.
You know, so this
So
whole
that
whole
is
area.
like, then you're really serious
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it all.
absolutely.
But somebody's saying, yeah, maybe a decoration of a uniform, or yeah.
That's still suspiciously like there's something in there.
There's still something in there, guys.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, see, there's a brick there. There was a church right just between me and that tractor. There was a church there in the Middle Ages.
And a worm.
Probably not not a church that anybody used, because it was probably some rich bloke's personal church, personal chapel. There was a lot of them in those days. Sometimes villages would have 10 or 12 churches. Okay, well, this could take time, but we'll see what we've got. It's a very small signal. Oh, it's clearing up its lead, I think. This is where you dig to the centre of the earth and you find it's in the wall of your hole, not in the actual hole.
Oh, wow.
Right, so this is where, by the way, it's going to be rubbish, but
Yeah.
this is what you do to do. Now, where are you? Come on. Yep, it's on. Yeah, okay. This is going to be an annoying piece of. Oh, there we are. Let's see. And that is a stocking clip.
A stocking clip.
Yeah, because in the olden days, aristocrats wouldn't wear trousers.
No.
In fact, the Romans considered barbarians anyone that wore trousers. And actually, I reckon the reason the Roman Empire fell was that the barbarians wore trousers and the Romans wore skirts. And if I went into battle, I'd want trousers on, frankly. But anyway, so that is a suspender clip, probably from the stockings, because if you were well off, you wore stockings. You wore trousers down to the knee and then stockings. Mainly because you get your trousers covered in so much poo, you prefer to just get your socks washed rather than wash your trousers.
Exactly.
So, but the other classes wore trousers.
So, but how old is that then? From
That would be 1700s, I should think, maybe early 1800s.
wow. We found a stocking clip.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes, if you find them in the right soil, you can actually still have leather there because it would have been a leather strap. Didn't have elastic in those days.
So they go like here.
yeah, and
like,
hook it on. Yeah. Now it could be braces, of course, because you'd have braces with 2 hooks on,
Yeah.
and but it's a little bit small for that. And so we say it's a bra clip. They didn't have bras in those days.
No, exactly.
So it could be a corset clip, but there weren't many ladies in corsets running around this field. But you find a ton of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolute ton. You find a lot of thimbles as well, because the ladies in the time when they were doing harvest would have a thimble on every finger.
Yeah.
And of course, it's quite easy to lose 1 in 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, that goes in the pocket. That's what I would call a junior find. That is basically your ground zero of find.
Yeah.
You know, that goes in the pocket. If it's any less, it will go in the trash bag. It's not trash; it's a thing. It's somebody hooked that on.
Thing. You can still glue it in.
So there were 2 things there.
Yeah, we have 2 things.
And no, I haven't. You've got rubber. I thought I'd found you there, but there you are.
No, I don't have like.
Did you find anything, Tim? No signals yet. No. See, I'm ruining the hobby for you. I'm ruining the hobby for you.
I'm like below ground zero.
You can't. You lost something. Well, you haven't found anything, and you've lost something. See, that's iron. You see, have a look over here. Look, have a look over the thing. You see that says.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, if you have, has anyone got a coin in their pocket? Gold ring. You got a gold ring. Come on, let's find your gold ring so you can see what a proper signal will sound like.
Oh, Tim is gonna.
Okay, here we go.
That's our ring.
See, look, put it over here. You see how that looks?
Oh yeah, 75.
Yeah, there's no argument on that. See, it's that way. If it's iron, it'll go that way.
Ah.
So
It's real gold.
What about the watch?
yeah, that's right. Well, it's got a lot of iron in, got a lot of metal in it, and white gold,
No idea.
copper in it, of course.
Well, there's like some diamonds and sapphires.
Well,
and stuff
this will
in
pick
there.
up diamonds, but under a different, because diamonds are basically a metal. You don't think of them as metal, but it's carbon.
Yeah.
Carbon's nearly a metal and a conductor. So you'll pick up coal with this as well.
Yeah.
I remember I met a mining guy, and he was saying, "Oh, we got this wonderful new technology. It's like a metal detector for diamonds." I said, "But a metal detector will pick up diamonds. It's carbon."
Yeah. Exactly.
And he went, "Oh, I'm talking to the wrong person here."
Yeah, exactly. So.
No.
Wait, we have the porcelain. Did you find something?
C'est quoi que peut-être c'est le détecteur je sais pas.
See, that's a something, but that's probably going to be interesting. Well, maybe we'll have a look at this. It's a very low number, so it could be just a bit of trashy aluminium.
It could be a can of Coke.
Yeah, it is, because I kicked it. You see, if it's aluminium, people don't think about this, but soil is like water. Things float. If you're lighter than the soil, you'll be on top. If you're heavy, you'll be down below. Right? So when you're going over a field, you get this high aluminium-y kind of sounding thing. It could be a marvellous silver coin, but it's likely to be a bit of aluminium if it's on the surface. So I got that little signal, I kicked it, and it's gone. And that's because it's probably a bit of floating aluminium. There, in fact, there it is. I think that's it there. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's like aluminium paper or
Yeah,
something.
and the code of the treasure hunter is this.
Oh yeah, to lift it and put it in.
If you aren't an old cranky old person like me, oh, go on then.
It's easier.
I'm out.
Yeah, it's a little bit of.
Yeah, so that goes in the rubbish bag, and I don't have to find it next year.
Yeah, exactly. You see? Cleaning up.
Well,
Made it. Hi, Ellen.
I was
Ellen
detecting it.
joined
I was
3
detecting in
minutes later.
Japan many years ago, and the friends took me there, and I said, I'm a bit uncomfortable about this treasure hunting here because I don't feel I've got permission. He said, don't worry, just tell them you're cleaning up the mountain. And I thought, well, I am cleaning up the mountain, because you wouldn't think this is the Japanese, but they have this really bad habit of burying their trash. So they'll go out into the wilderness for a picnic. They won't take the trash out with them. They'll dig a hole and put it in it.
Wow.
So it's a peculiar thing, because the Japanese are wonderful, but they can be quite big trashers sometimes. See, that's a big piece of iron.
Yeah. So, yes.
Wait, you got to thank Tim.
No, I was going to say like.
What's that? What's that? To your left. There.
See, it's not like vacuuming, eh? You're not.
No, it is just like vacuuming. It is just like
No, it's
vacuuming.
meant to be like sweeping.
Yeah, but you went over. Let me have a look. Let me have a listen there. That sounded reasonable.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't pick up the different sounds.
I was with a very famous detectorist, and he was making his video. He was doing detector, and he was sweeping it over, and he went over a beautiful signal, and he just didn't hear it. I said, "Oi, you just gone over a coin there," and he went, "What? Has he gone over a coin back there?" And he goes back, "Oh yeah."
Oh, dear.
So you can do that. You know, you can very easy to miss these things.
I'm just like scared of your shuffle the whole time. That it's, every time you turn, I'm like,
So I was getting a lot of signals back there, you know, when I was over there before. But like, I don't know, you guys.
Irony.
So I didn't know. Yeah, it was irony.
Okay. No, what you want is a big bing, a bingy noise.
So we found probably like a little button thing or something, no?
Yeah, a little buttony thing. Oh. No.
A buttony thing, and we found the sock clip. That's very exciting.
Well, what's that? What's the number? There you are.
99.
Ooh.
Let me have a listen now. 99
I see Chill Bill running.
is normally iron, but go on, let me have a listen. Puts out our misery here. No.
No.
Sorry.
Very irony.
Very
Yeah.
irony.
If you get 99, that's always no, it is always iron, but you know, it's so close to the really good stuff that you always feel like you want to check it.
I'm like walking over the.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds better.
Yeah, that's a huge bit of iron. Huge bit of iron. Sorry, guys.
We continue.
That's irony.
Irony. Yes. But literally, you know, I could on a bad day, I can go 3 or 4 hours without finding anything. Generally, though, you'd expect to get something every sort of. What number you got? You got to keep swinging it though.
0, 4,
You've got zeros.
Zeros is not a good number.
4, 3.
Now, a friend of mine took me to a site.
I keep tripping over these stalks.
Okay,
What do you call that?
it's corn.
Corn.
It's better.
95,
It's much better.
something like that.
Let me go back
Okay.
to that then.
Yeah. We probably
Yeah.
have something.
Now it's
No, don't say that. Don't curse it. Come on, let me
Don't
have.
curse it,
Let me get
I'm
in.
not
Let me get in there,
when
Tim.
you said that, I got an 01.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just have a
Oh,
quick.
And then a 75.
Ooh, it's a high. It's a high.
No, that's more like it.
It's a high little pitch, boys.
Right, let's have a listen.
Sounds a bit metallish, yeah?
Well, it's definitely not iron, but it's likely to be something like a bit of aluminium. I would be my guess. That would be my guess. Yeah, it could even be a coin. It's possible. It's not a bad signal.
Let's dig.
Yeah, it's diggable. It's you've got to dig it all. You have got to dig it all, even if it's got a blooming rock in the way. This is where I stumble about the place, but you have to bear with me.
Yeah.
It's all live. I can be. Well, what I'm going to do
Yeah.
is to cut out the middleman a little bit. Going to get the pinpointer out.
So the pinpointer is out, you guys.
So that's where it is here, right there. So, now, France has this terrible thing where it has coins that are gold coloured and are not gold. So, and they're low value coins. So if you see a flash of gold, do not lose your mind.
Don't lose your mind.
Okay.
Still in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You don't know till you know.
You don't know till you know. That's the motto.
Well, this is
That's a deep dig.
looking deep. It's going to be iron. Well, screaming now.
It's screaming It's like a baby. I'm back. We are digging for coins now. Ooh.
What's this?
It's
It's whatever it is. It's going to be a. Is that it? No. I thought that was it. Good job it isn't actually, because that would be a. Normally, a good find will come out kind of cleanish. 92. It's a damn good. It's a damn good number.
So the expansion is like.
Now, this is going to be the big bit of iron I'm about to turf out, I think. There we go. Let's kick that up. There you go. There's your.
What did we find?
That is a horseshoe.
A horseshoe.
Half horseshoe.
That's good luck.
Good. You can have it then. Put it in your pocket.
Exactly. Guys, my treasure for the day.
Hold on. Let's have a go. Let me do this. Still got a nail in it.
And a nail. That's going back to Paris.
Let's see if we can do better. So yeah,
Gotta find the other half of it, no?
it's still on the horse.
Wait, let me just get
Okay,
the cord.
get me
because
unhooked.
Yeah, voila.
Oh, right. So let's go this way,
Yeah.
and
Well, we've got to figure out which way the horse was walking.
up here he was ploughing it, wasn't he? He was harvesting.
Oh, I lost my friends. Wait, then it just otherwise I can't read the comment. Where are we? Sorry guys, I'm trying to find you all back. Where are we? Live. Nina, yeah, a horse. Tim found, so it's his treasure.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
What's your number there?
90, 87.
Oh, here we go. Okay, this is the other half of the shoe.
The other half of the
Come, let me have a listen. Let me have a listen. Now you can. Ah,
Sounds irony.
very irony. That's totally sounded totally good on yours.
Tim, can you put this one in your pocket?
I could put it in my bag. Put it.
I put it here. In
Just
the-
remember to reclaim it.
Yeah. This is, by the way, I just put it in the trash bag, but it's not going to be trash. I'm just.
Well, we don't actually trash the trash. What I do is it all gets washed and cleaned and tumbled, and you'd be amazed at how many good things you find in the trash. Because as I said, you know, when you're treasure hunting, you can get so tired that you just don't recognise what you found.
Yeah. More treasures.
Was that the same one?
Yeah. It's a pity.
You can dig it. You can dig it. Find
Tim,
out.
you have also an. Tim is allowed to dig.
Yeah. Find the other half of that.
Oh. It's fun, isn't it, guys? I'm totally fascinated. If you can have me glued for an hour, just watching like some stick,
Some sticks wobbling about. I know it's you know, this. I haven't been on this field this year because I've hammered it.
What did you find, Tim? Oh. Wait, let me unclip you now. Like then I can give you a little bit more distance. Voila. I just put it here. Voila, guys. So now I am. Oh, damn! I nearly fell backwards because look at all these stalks.
If you get into the middle lane, then you won't get bumped up over the stalk so much.
Yeah, I have to go in the middle lane. Let me just film backwards and forwards.
You see, let's keep going.
Let's keep going, guys.
There's a little hill up there.
Okay. We keep going.
So most of these fields used to have houses all over them, because when you imagine a farmer was farming with his bare hands and not much more than an ox or
Yeah.
a horse, you had to have a huge amount of people. In fact, 90% of the people were on the land. Now there's 2.5%.
Yeah.
So all this would have had houses all over it. So probably half of this would be houses, and only half of this farmland would actually be used for farming, because the rest of it was. Oh, he's still finding his bit of iron.
Tim is totally fascinated with the one thing. How old do you think that horseshoe that we just found was?
Well, they weren't ploughing these fields with horses for 100 years, so it's over 100 years.
Over 100 years old.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
And 100, 200, 300, easily. It's not.
What is it?
No, just a piece of iron. Now I know what we're.
Oh,
They've actually had the I dug the iron experience.
sorry, I'm just.
So, you know, you live here, and the French were particularly good at using huge quantities of low value coinage for their people. Something that the English didn't like doing. They liked to keep it with silver. Didn't really go to copper into 1700s, whereas the French had copper since the 1500s in coinage.
Oh,
So
wow.
lots of tiny little coins, you know, the equivalent of a another iron there.
Horseshoes. It's just full of horseshoes
Well,
here.
there are a lot of horseshoes, and if you want to collect horseshoes, this is the hobby for you.
Well, maybe there's an YouTube opportunity
Yeah,
for
the horseshoe channel.
a horseshoe
Well, I
channel.
think probably there would be. I've got a nice video of a lady blacksmith who's local, making, you know, showing me around her forge, which is unchanged for like 150 years. And so that's quite a nice thing if you're into that sort of thing. Blacksmithery.
What is? Oh, like they make horseshoes.
Yeah, blacksmiths. Blacksmithery. I just made that word up. It's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I was like, what?
Blacksmithing.
Blacksmithing.
Yes. And you know, people still need wrought iron for gates and roofs and that gazebos. And so she's, you know, got a good job smiting iron and doing all that blacksmith stuff. There's a ridge up there. We're going to go up to that ridge because people
Where is the
sit on
ridge?
ridges.
Over there.
Yeah, if you look up the hill here, there's a hill, and at the top there's a ridge.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and that's we're going to go up there, and who knows what we'll find up there. Nothing is a good guess, but
Yeah.
you get what happens is you get hot spots, and we are not in one. You can't, there's not even any iron. Back there we were going poppity 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 bang bang crash what, because that was a very busy part of this field, and now see it's getting busier now, and that's that bit of iron. So it's starting to get busy now. So that means somebody was doing something here on a regular basis. It could be there was a house on the top of that hill. Could have been a road through here.
Wow.
Because there's a lot more roads then than there are now. Parks
Wow.
anyway, because you didn't have a car, did you? Yeah? So you didn't have a car, you're on foot. So you want to get the shortest route between A and B. You want to go left and around and out and back. So there's lots of paths and little roads going across all these fields, which would have had a lot of houses in them as well, which have all been ploughed in now. Because literally they all fell down. People left for the cities, and you know, it wasn't a real estate crazy world in those days. So you left your house, it fell down, and a farmer came along and said, "Oh, I could plough that in." So he ploughed it in, knocked it down.
But how long have humankind been doing ploughing the fields and stuff?
These fields, not very long, but small versions of these fields in these areas since before the Romans.
Wow.
So, you know, it goes back to, you know, 1000, 2000 BC. You can find Neolithic stones in these fields. I have found quite a few. But they were busy people with rocks in the Neolithic period. They you know, would pick up a rock and crack it into many pieces and go, oh, no, that was fun. They didn't have television. They'd sit there and just try to make axes and mess around with flints. So there's a lot of Neolithic evidence and remnants from those times, even though there weren't that many people. They left a trail of split rocks everywhere.
I think Tim is having a blast there. He's like, Tim is there. Do you see him? He's the lonely man in the fields.
And that's me.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Not so much lonely. You look like it. I'm the English loony in the field.
The English loony in the fields.
See, there's a iron. Another bit of iron there.
So I think what I have to do, because this battery is running out,
Okay.
I'm gonna, like, guys, I'm gonna close this down, but I will make sure we stick together, like with Chill Bill. So if we find something, I will film it. That's a good idea. So
Good idea.
we can always upload that.
Yeah.
Because now they know exactly what you're doing.
Chill Bill Treasure YouTube, and the good thing about my channel is I chop out all this stuff where I don't find anything. You just get to see when I find something.
Yeah, you only find things.
Yeah, you know, live. I mean, that's one of the reasons I don't do live treasure hunting. There's actually, in a forest near here, there's a bottle dump from the 1800s that's never been dug. So that's the sort of thing I'm quite happy to take Chantal along to, because you'll see stuff coming up in real time, because it's there. It's like a, you know, it's like ducks shooting ducks in a barrel. Not that I want to shoot
Then
ducks.
we can put like basically a tripod on, and then like
absolutely.
and just film. A field of dreams.
Well, I came across one of them a couple of days ago. A friend of mine took me on this field that had corn on it like this, really, really deep. And it was just impossible to treasure hunt. And he reckoned it was a good site. And I popped up a Roman in 3 minutes.
Oh,
but
wow.
we couldn't do any detecting on it because it was they were actually harvesting it that day.
Yeah.
So, but that's the sort of field that you want. But,
Yeah.
you know, you never know till you know. And there could be a gold coin 2 foot away from me. And it could be not one for 10 miles. You don't know.
No, exactly. This is what everybody's saying. Thank you for our treasure hunt, and thank you, Chill Bill. Thank you, says Nina. Okay, have fun, and thank you so much for this. And come on, Tim, find something good.
And what you want to do, you know, now I'm talking, I just want to, you know, do the next 3 foot. And what I find is hilarious. I think I've started a trend, a wave of people saying this in treasure hunting. It's always by the car. You park your car up on the field, you go around the field for 4 hours, and you're just about to get back to your car, and bang, you find something amazing right by the car. And the reason for that is where you park your car is where they've parked their horses, and where the Romans parked their chariots, and where the Neanderthals parked their spears for 10,000 years. And that place where you park is where they've always parked and where they've always sat. And of course, very few people go more than 25 foot from wherever they park anyway. So, oh, there we go, look, there's a partridge flying away there.
A what?
A partridge, a bird. There,
Oh.
see? So if you was a hunter, you'd shoot that poor creature. But instead, I want to find his small change.
Okay, I have no idea where you're looking, but
He's gone now. He's flown. He's flown.
It's like
He was well camouflaged, that bird, and quite right too, because they'll have you around here, the farmers with their guns. But, you know, I much prefer to find that bird small change than actually have a pot shot at him.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chill Bill, we call you. There goes Tim. He is like hunting along, and when we find something, we post it. Just do this. Thank you for watching, everybody, from the field trip.
Please subscribe and like. Oh, no, that's YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also on YouTube now.
Ah, is it? Oh, yeah. Please subscribe and like. And don't forget to check out my channel too. Oh, please. Come
Chill
on.
Bill, Chill Bill, Chill Bill, Chill Bill treasure hunting. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.